Professor, you're married?
Not that I know of. I did go to Vegas once.
Say you said I did go to Vegas once.
Oh
So
my god.
online dating, right? Hot topic.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about it, right? So the online dating community has become more normalized than I guess cold approaching women, men approaching women on the street. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? And then we build a relationship from there. Now it's completely turned into I'm socially awkward now because I'm sitting at my computer all day long, on my phone all day long, that it turned into an online dating world pretty much. Do y'all think online dating is a healthy thing, or do you feel like it actually is doing more damage to our dating prospects than before?
Who wants to go first? Because I got this.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know because I gave up on online dating a long time ago. None of my experiences were positive in the sense that I feel like I don't know. I feel like with online, people have like this persona or this image that they try to portray. Like they can, I mean, quite literally, they can tell you anything. And I've even experienced it to where like I feel like some guys have like a template. Like the thing that they say to like every girl, and sometimes I just read it and I'm like, what? Like it looks like a copy and paste. Like it's weird. I don't feel like it's healthy. Well, in my experience, I haven't had anything positive come from it. So I prefer to meet people the organic way. Like if I'm out wherever and I meet someone that way, because you can actually feel a person's energy and really kind of sort of see what they're about, as opposed to them just telling you whatever. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. Mm-hmm. And I've even been catfish, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, I forgot all about catfishing. That's crazy. I forgot all about that part. But I would say I think it's more counterproductive than like positive as far as like the outcome. Because most of the stuff online these days, like the bottom line is people are looking for sex. That's really what a lot of that stuff is. It's just they're looking for sex. They want to see who's gonna put it out first. But then on the flip side, I have a family member that actually met his now fiance on a dating site. I mean, their relationship has completely skyrocketed. Like they're very much the opposites of each other, and they're just inseparable, right? But you don't really find it, and they're older. They're older on top of that. They're not like early 20s or teens or something like that. These people are older, so they kind of know what they want more. But I think nowadays it's saturated with just sex and games and catfishing, kidnapping.
Chill, I go
all
after
kind of stuff.
I go after you, Chill.
All right. So look, my views on
no, Chill, you gonna go in. I should probably just say, and then you can have the floor.
Yeah,
because you know he's gonna go in. So real quick. So now I look at dating at online dating more so. I feel like at first the convenience of it was a plus for some people, but the route that it took at some point kind of went crazy. Like of course, they have certain platforms that are a little bit more targeted for like especially if you pay and all that other stuff for more quality and things like that. But as of now, I think it's like a whole cesspool of degenerates half the time. Mm-hmm. But not saying that there are those few times where you actually, meet quality, if you want to call it quality people, but it's a convenience for some. Because I know when I joined dating sites and all that, I'm just putting myself out there a little bit. It was more so I'm more like on my way to work and back. Like, I'm not really stopping to mingle. I'm not a clubber. I'm not into all of that. So when I, did that, it was more so for the convenience of seeing, options of meeting other people and things like that.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, go and chill. Go and chill.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, my views on online dating is, and it is not good. It is not good whatsoever. Because you want to know why? everybody who's online trying to do the online dating, these are folks who have now put themselves, they literally made themselves socially inept. They lack the skills to actually, I guess, sift through who's quality versus who's not. It's a lot of dudes on there who pay attention to what the lady says. So then they go ahead and put on that cloak and try to mask themselves into what it is that you want. And then, he could act it for 6 months, maybe a year, 2 years, whatever. It don't matter how long he pretends to be what it is that you want. That's years coming out your bank.
Yeah.
That's another body that's been on top of you, and all of that stuff. And then the crazy thing is, you go back to that same place and find another one that's just like them because they're all the same. Everybody on online dating is that big DVD bin in the middle of Walmart that don't nobody want. That's what it is.
No,
that's what online dating
is. That's true.
It's the scraps.
I think online dating has damaged people's social skills for real. Like, people don't know nothing about real human connection anymore. We're more interested in just things that are like superficial and stuff that actually don't even matter.
Yeah,
well,
it's true.
I will say, I actually have a differing opinion on online dating.
Lay it on us. Come on.
So this week I met two people who one met her husband who's a surgeon on online on Hinge, and another one who met her fiance on Hinge. In her last week here, she was a travel nurse. My ex I met on Hinge. She's a professor at Duke. I've met some very, very good people. Those relationships just didn't work. I think while she could put a facade in a profile, that you could put a facade in person too. When I meet you in person, you could have that same facade for 6 months. At least this way, I may know a little bit more about you, possibly with the online profile. But at the end of the day, I still have to weed you out within that 6 month and see within that time frame to see if you match for me. It would be the same if I met you at church or at a bar, at the library, at a grocery store, in a parking lot, wherever. I still think it'd be that same situation. And yes, I think overall people are more socially awkward than ever before because of the rise of the internet. So that is an issue. But I just did a little research. 72% of people 43 to 58 found romance on online dating. So with someone who I coach,
what was that? What was the percentage again?
72% of ages 43 to 58 found romance on online dating.
Dang, I'm not old enough.
So, but real quick, with someone who like if for someone who does a lot, like who works or who's busy, who does multiple things, it could be a convenience thing to try to find someone online. I'm not a big fan of the free ones. I think Match. Well, I don't want to give any plugs out there. They're not paying me, but I think there are paid sites out there. Now, if you want to, you can. But there's paid sites out there that I think you could find better matches or harmony. But I think I don't have an issue with online dating. I just think it allows you to meet people who are not in your circle of influence that may be someone that works for you.
Man,
that's true. I think I could.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, the family member that my sister's referring to, that gave me hope at one point because I didn't know that that's initially how they met till I was told, and I was like, ooh. And then I got back into it at that point, and now I'm off it. So
the majority though,
the majority didn't get me nowhere, child. I don't know who.
We talk about majority though, because like yes, there are those few successful cases, but let's think about majority and what's like around, like the most sites.
Right. Well, Jess, let me ask you this: how many successful relationships have you had?
I was married.
You were married.
I was married, and right. Thank you, Chill. If I'm divorced now, so that was successful.
No. So I'm just saying, like I always say that everyone that's single had a failed relationship at some point. So no matter how you found them, it failed, right?
Yeah.
So why not open up a different lane? Say, okay, I may not put as much credence in online dating as I do in person, but at least it's another avenue or another lane for me to find someone that I may not know even existed.
Bro,
yeah, that's true actually. I can that.
He's like, fuck.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Because I mean, I will say this. The age range you gave, you said most find romance between. You said the age of
43 and 58.
So that's also an example I was given, is that our family member, they're around, not her, but they're like mid-30s, 40s. And I believe that that's just a mindset of the generation that's for me, that has their priorities in straight. But I would say when it comes to, because I think I'm a millennial, and then right after that is Gen Z. So when we,
I don't think you're not a millennial.
Oh no, I think
you're not a millennial.
I think I'm a millennial.
My gen is a millennial.
I think it stopped. I think I caught like literally the tail end of it, because right after me is Gen Z. But basically, like if you look at the people that's on it today, it's them, a bunch of younger people, and it's that I think that's going to be the new rise that'll take over completely at some point. But I think it's different when you consider age. But overall, you're right.
I like what make it make sense just said. He said, "Damn, that's a hard truth. If it's over, it failed."
Exactly.
Yeah.
It failed. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, look, let me get back to something, because I know we like to skip past some of these nuggets that I done heard, man. Listen here. What's the definition of romance, everybody? What's the definition of romance?
Where's the dictionary?
I happen to have it right here. Look,
okay.
You don't say.
A feeling of excitement and mystery associated with love. That means that shit is it's a feeling. It fades. So what if 75% of people found romance online? Everybody find that. Just like a dude gonna find some, excuse my language, some hoo-ha online, just like a chick can find some ding-dong online. It don't matter. That's a shit that's gonna fade. It ain't a long-term relationship. It ain't nothing that went turned into a marriage to where they stayed to the end.
But you can have romance within a relationship or a marriage, and it may fade, but you have to continue to work towards anything. It's not gonna stay new.
I back that too, because
you're missing the point.
We got to define success, though, right?
But just about the romance part. As far as the romance part, like that's something, because Mingo, we always be talking about this, like when we get into the irreconcilable differences. The romance, you have to literally fight to keep that up in your relationship. Because you do get, it's like you with them for so long, you do have to like literally set time apart to make that happen, because it's gonna keep you guys ignited in a certain level of love where you'll be inseparable. Sometimes when you live with someone and you're with them all the time, you can get tired of actually being with them. But when you guys create the atmosphere, it makes things a lot easier and funner the longer you're together.
So the way I look at it, right? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
Oh, no, you're good. I was going to read the comment by Aaron Cloud. Says, romance depends on the couple. Everything fades, and like everything takes work if you find it worth it. So if you find something that's worth it, work for it.
Oh, I appreciate the comment. I appreciate everybody chiming in, but see, everybody trying to segue from the real meat and from the root of the problem, all right? All that shit is fun and dandy, but guess what? You ain't gonna find it online, because these motherfuckers lack the characteristics traits to even do that.
That's true. There may be.
Well, hell, we ain't find it in person either. So hell, we ain't find it.
You want to know why you ain't gonna find it in person? Because you ain't the dude who got what it takes to attract what it is you want, and vice versa. You ain't the woman that has what it takes to attract what it is you want. That's why you in that DVD bin in the middle of Walmart, sitting there with the rest of the people that you don't want.
No, you in that.
And some people still got DVD players, so for them it's successful.
Exactly. So people need to understand where they at.
Yes.
You gotta find a person with a DVD player. That's all.
See, and this is what
we trying to find Betamax and streamers. I need my DVD player, girl.
You gotta take the note. Take note.
So what I look at it is like this, right? We gotta look at probabilities and possibilities in this one. Right? The chances are, if you look at the rate of, just even to say the Black community, right, where Black women are really not married as much. So to say what they're finding a success story is really, I'm gonna say it's not really a fact, right? I believe there's a bunch of dating going on. Are there marriages out of it? Families being built out of it? Now, I don't have the data on that, so I don't know if that is considered the successful rate. But I believe that marriage should be the end goal if you're dating, right? Because if you're not, then what are you really doing? You're just having sex, right? And you might as well just say you have a bunch of sexual partners and call it a day. If marriage is the end goal, then what is the success rate of a dating app? That's the question, right? How many people are actually meeting and making it work, other than just saying we've been dating for 5 years and then we're gonna break up?
So just real quick, Mingo, 14%. Well, according to Pew Research, 10% of marriages came from online dating. So
right, so that's not successful if you ask me.
But here's the thing, though, it's a small percentage, right? But how many of that 10%, if they didn't online date, would have found their match? Because we know
maybe they would.
Yeah, we know 1 in 5 Black women will be married in their lifetime. 1 in 5. It was 1 in 4, went down to 1 in 5. Will be married in their lifetime. So are we not setting an expectation at front? And what I said a few weeks ago about who do we have vetting as a female? Who do you have vetting the men that you're dating? And as a male, who do you have vetting the women that you're dating? And are you setting an expectation of marriage up front? And if you're not setting an expectation of marriage up front, then we are just dating for no reason. We are just having sex, and then we're mad that the pool is peed in, and no one's having that success in getting married.
So the reason why ain't nobody having success in getting married is because right now, man, look, fellas are falling back from marriage, man. You got to see what's going on out here. Fellas have fallen all the way back from marriage because, truth be told, it's a bad investment, baby.
It is.
All right. So fellas understand. Look, don't think just because you got a bunch of dudes on platforms talking about dating and all this good stuff, like people ain't sizing up what the market is like. It looks like a bad investment because it's too much an investment on a man's part to potentially get nothing in return. You dig what I'm saying? So you got a lot of, look, just like I say, there's some grimy women out there. There's some crafty, grimy dudes out there, and they use online dating as a weapon, as a mechanism to get what they want without having to invest in shit.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
But who's that fall on? Because it don't fall on the men.
I'm not saying it fall on anybody, man. I'm not saying that. Look, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all some advice. Listen here. Now I tell everybody this. Now is look, for online dating, I tell women, run away from that shit. Don't do it. And then to the fellas, I tell the fellas this. Find out your range, man. Find out your range, because look, men, we're attracted to a range of women. We don't have a specific type. And learn your skills. Learn how to work on your communication skills. Use that. If you get by and you get some ladies, that's on you. But I'm gonna tell you this: don't put a baby in and don't marry them. No. These ladies are crafty just like your ass.
Look, yo, we got another. Oh, were you about to say, Mingo?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, what I see is like, yo, you have a lot of I think women are picking men for the wrong reasons. I feel like if women went to picking men like how they did in the past, we wouldn't have this issue. If online dating was to be a thing, right? Let's say it, because it is a thing. Mm-hmm. So the fact that it is, what women should be looking for is not the sexy man, the man for the look. That's wrong. Women should have, because I can't trade off my beauty to be in a relationship with you. I should be able to trade off my productivity to be in a relationship with you, as well as you trade off your beauty and your femininity to be in a relationship with me, right? So now all you hear is women straight knocking men off. Oh, he's too short. Out the picture. They're looking at his description before they even look at the man, which is making the men lie about their description. Obviously, online, you're putting your best foot forward, so it's not even really you that you're putting out there, which is causing this melee of bullshit that's going on.
But like, wouldn't men be doing the same thing though when they look at women and they say like, "Oh, you ain't thick enough. Oh, she's too tall," or because I've had Black men look me in my face and tell me, "I don't want to talk to you because you're dark skinned. You're too Black."
I agree.
Straight up.
Men do.
Straight up. I've heard that numerous times.
Yo.
What's that for, Chill?
Yeah, like that's something. So it's like,
it's true.
It is because we dark skinned women. We know what's up when I said that. So like that's a big thing. And then you have a lot of men, they want that typical Instagram look down. That light skin, big booty, drop down. Bust down 30-inch. Like a lot of men are attracted to a lot of superficial just stuff. And
I wouldn't say a lot of men are. It's not a lot of men.
A natural woman, a lot of times they overlook a natural woman because she's not out there in the streets. That's what I think.
That's the boys you don't know. That's the fuck boys.
Yeah,
Totally disagree.
Literally, you're looking at these rappers and all of that. Yeah, they want that, right? The average man, though, the working man. We ain't sitting here overlooking a chocolate sister with beautiful skin that carries herself right. And we're not talking about the sister that's chocolate, but she's 500 pounds and she look like she don't take care of herself. We talking about the sister like you. You go to the gym, you take care of yourself. You present yourself nice every day, as well as all the sisters on this panel.
Exactly, 100%.
We're not talking about y'all. We're talking about the other women. Of course, we're gonna overlook them. Well, not we are married, but you know,
yeah,
you know, the average guy. But you're looking at rappers. If you look at ball players, of course, if you're looking at Real Housewives of Atlanta, you're looking at Basketball Wives. That sets the standard for women for some reason. So a lot of women see that and be like, "Oh, that's what men want." No, it's not. And we tell y'all all the time, we want y'all natural beauty. Yep. Put yourself out there online how you naturally are and watch how much men hit you up. That's how it goes. But if you faking the fuck, we ain't fucking with that.
Nope.
I'm gonna read some of